Students, moving on to the next section, which is very important, and that is the Chomsky normal form. And this is the first normal form in which a context-free grammar can be converted into. So this is a one kind of a normal form in which the symbols on the right hand side of a production of a given grammar is strictly limited, and this type of the normal form is called the Chomsky normal form. So what is a Chomsky normal form? It is a context-free grammar, and a context-free grammar is in a Chomsky normal form if all of the productions are of the form capital A to capital B C, that is only the two variables can be placed all together into the RHS of a production, only the two variables all together at a time, or capital A to small a. It is a single terminal. A variable can derive either a single terminal, or a variable can derive the concatenation of the two variables, say B and C, where all these A, B and C are in the variable B set, and small a is in the terminal capital T terminal set. So let us have an example. Suppose the grammar S to capital AS and S to small a, and capital A to capital SA and capital A to small b is given. So this grammar is having all the production rules which are in the form which we have discussed over here. So all these production rules, all these four production rules are of the form, and we can say that this grammar is in a Chomsky normal form, because S to AS, the two variables altogether, or S to small a single terminal, capital A is deriving SA, the two variables on the RHS, or capital A is deriving small b, a single terminal. So clearly it is seen over here that this grammar, these production rules are in the Chomsky normal form. But suppose the grammar is slightly changed and written like S to AS and S to double A, capital double AS, and A to SA and A to double small a is written or changed like this, then this grammar is clearly not in a Chomsky normal form. So this is the difference between the two grammar sets, grammar production rule sets. Now one more modification or one more inclusion in a context-free grammar or in a definition of the Chomsky normal form. A context-free grammar, say capital G, is in a Chomsky normal form if every product is of the form capital A to small a, or capital A to capital BC, and also capital S to empty. It can be included S to empty if empty belongs to the language. If empty comes into the language set, then we can say that the S to empty production rule can be the part of the Chomsky normal form. So it is written over here in the block. When empty is in the LG, it is assumed that capital S does not appear on the RHS of any production. So we have to keep in the mind, if empty string is included in the language, then capital S should not come into the RHS of the production rule. Let us see how a grammar can be reduced to a Chomsky normal form. A grammar can be easily converted or can be easily reduced to a Chomsky normal form with the help of some simple rules. What are these rules? Let us have a quick look over here. Suppose this is a grammar S to A, B, C, S to small a, C, A to small a, B to small b, C to small c is given. In this production rule of the grammar, all the production rules are in the required form for the Chomsky normal form. Except these two production rules, S to AC and S to capital A, B, C. So considering these two production rules, how can we reduce or how can we convert the production rule into the production rule which can come under the Chomsky normal form. So this is the key. We can do this by adding the extra variable. So what is the production rule? S to AC. So we cannot have a terminal with a variable on the RHS of the production rule. So it can be left by introducing a new variable, say capital D, and we can replace small a by capital D. So we can easily replace this small a with capital D, and we can introduce a new production rule, say capital D to small a, which is the acceptable form for the CNF, and small a can be substituted as capital D. So now S to DC, both the things on the RHS of the production rule are variables. So this is the concatenation, or you can say the joining of both the variables D and C. So S to D and C and D to small a. So instead of writing this production rule S to AC, we can introduce the two production rules, and both the production rules are in the Chomsky normal form. So this is how, by adding the extra variable, and extra variable over here is a capital D. So by adding extra variable, we can convert a non-CNF production rule into the CNF production rule type. Moving ahead, S to ABC can be rewritten as S to capital A, capital E, and capital E can be again deducing capital B, capital C. So instead of writing ABC on the RHS, we can substitute BC with capital E, and capital E can deduce BC. So this is how both the production rule E to BC and S to AE both are in the Chomsky normal form. So the new grammar capital G will have S to DA, capital A to small a, S to AE, E to BC, and these are already in the CNF form. So no need to worry for these type of production rules, only these were to be changed. So this is how you can convert a given grammar which is not in the CNF into a CNF form. So for every grammar capital G, there is an equivalent grammar G dash which is in a Chomsky normal form, and a Chomsky normal form grammar can be constructed by step number 1 says elimination of null and unit production for a grammar G. So for a grammar to be in a Chomsky normal form, firstly the null production and the unit production should be removed from the grammar, given grammar, and after elimination of the null and the unit production from the grammar, step number 2 is elimination of the terminals on the RHS, that is by introducing a new variable. We can introduce a new variable instead of one and more terminals. If they are on the RHS, we can introduce a new variable. The third step is by restricting the number of variables. If there are more than 2 variables on the RHS of the production rule, then we can restrict them to the number 2. So there can be only 2 variables on the RHS of the production rule for a grammar to be in the Chomsky normal form. So this is how we can construct a Chomsky normal form. Thank you so much, students. In the next section we will discuss the second normal form, and which is much more important and much more complicated also, that is called the Greibach normal form. So till then, take care. Thanks.
Good night.